Rivers may you cross, see mountains white and blue, but on your road, let's not forget the love I have for you.
Hello there, Servum17 once again. This is my Shadow of Mordor video walkthrough. This is the main mission, hunting parties, and once again we're being introduced to the concept of the hunt in this game. We're following Torvin to another creature to do some miscellaneous tasks which are clocking in at just around 5 minutes on the video. So it's nothing too extravagant, nothing too necessary, yet it is a mandatory sequence to get to the end of the game, so you have to do it.
Today will be the first of many.
I believe this one is going to be introducing us to the Graugs as more than just a distraction. So here it is. And because this is a tutorial, you're at the mercy of Torvin's instruction. And it's going to tell you to follow his instructions and do what he tells you to do. And if you do that all successfully, you'll have no issue here. If you deviate a little bit too much, you might get a fail state, you might get killed by accident. It's all pretty simple stuff. But a lot of it is walking around, which you can't skip, so I often do my little bob dance when I go up and down with the stealth button to make him look like he's doing some kind of crazy wrestler intro, which can be fun for a few minutes, but then it does wear thin. Much like commentary can for some people, I'm always reminded when I check comments sometimes. And today's been a pretty good day on YouTube with comments. There's only been one person trying to bait me into an argument, which I've tried my best to stay out of because it's ultimately pointless and some of these people have too much time, and I don't, unfortunately. Way too busy with projects at the moment and entertain my girlfriend, who has just cooked me a lovely meal, so I can't complain. I'm in a really happy place. But somebody said something that I thought was awesome. He said, "Thank you for your walkthrough, but you do talk a lot of rubbish." And it's just one of those awesome things where it's like, I do. It's the nature of what I do, unfortunately. Like, I would love to be able to only say what's important and only say it in short amounts, but from the very beginning of making these videos, I decided not to have awkward silences on my videos, and you can't talk about the game all the time, so you have to fill it with things, and not everybody's going to share the same things or the same interests as you, are they? They're not going to be as interested in what you choose to speak about, and that's why every community is slightly different, and that's why you'll have fans, and that's why you'll have people who can't stand you. It's just the diversity of it all. And one man's rubbish is another man's treasure, so it was just funny to be faced with such a straight out there comment, you know, shooting from the hip of, you know, your guide was good, but you talk a lot of crap. And I did not disagree with the man, because I agree with him. It's just, it's the necessary evil of what's happening right now, you know. We are luring the Graug over here to Torvin so that he can perform his duty, and it's very simple to do. Yet, I want to have this as a fully fledged product, so I have to lay my voice over it, and if I don't put commentary on it, people want my impressions and my feelings, and they request it, and it's like you can't really win, and nor should you, because it's like competition if you think about it. You're constantly striving to better yourself to please the most amount of people you can. And at this point here, Torvin assumes that the Graug should be dead. The Graug isn't dead, and it's going to introduce us to this kind of quick time execution that you do on this creature. And all this is really setting us up for is a boss fight against the legendary Graug that ended up killing somebody Torvin used to know. And it's setting you up for an inevitable boss fight, which is pretty simple stuff. It's a little longer than it needed to be because it's kind of arbitrary and repetitive, but it's perfectly acceptable for what it is. But that isn't going to be on this video because the missions are spread out in such a way that you're never really doing anything for too long, which I do think is a good thing, but at the same time it can make these videos seem extraordinarily brief. But all that's left here is to use this dude to kill the Uruks, and be reminded once again of another element borrowed from the Arkham series, but done nowhere near as effective as the Arkham series. I have no idea why these mounted sequences in games have it so that when you swing you don't hit things. You know, we're not looking for finesse or direct control, we just want to cause havoc. It should be one of those things where the detection is so wide and so flexible that when you swing you're always hitting things. Because it's not like they're going to kill you, and all it does then is it makes the section a little bit more finicky than it needed to be, and a lot of the fun you would have had from scattering orcs left and right with this giant creature is lost to the irksome nature of missing swings and having to turn around and swing again and then missing again and so on and so forth. But that is the end of the mission, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.